Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, man. I know Willie Monroe, I don't know if that was his real social media page the other day. He posted that he would be fighting Canelo Alvarez. I think everybody knew that was pretty much fake, but sound like Bernard Hopkins is trying to be a company man and says he wants to see Canelo fight Jason Quigley and then fight Charlo. Bernard, man, at the end of the day, man, no integrity at all as a black man, no more working with the ops and Colden Boy. But, you know, at the end of the day, they've been already said that, you know, he kind of been on that, fake, you know, stuff. Even, you know, rest in peace to, rest in power to Brother Nas. He been saying that Bernard pretty much sold out in so many words. But we all know that in Southern Philadelphia, all know that, especially when you throw another black man at Donovan Mitchell under the bus. But that's here nor there. I heard that rumor is that Demetrius Andrade is actually the one that's going to be fighting Willie Mongoose Monroe Jr., whatever the fuck his name is. Quite frankly, I can care less about that fight. I think Willie Monroe, Willie Monroe had a fight with what's the old boy name? I couldn't remember. He had a fight on FS1 where he won not too long ago last year. But let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Quite frankly, this is like Willie Monroe lost all his respect from boxing fans, especially black fight fans, when he went over there, let Billy Joe Saunders' son kick him in the nuts, and then went over there and performed like a hoe. All right. Rochester, New York is not proud of Willie Monroe for that performance. And then whatever fan base he had or people rooting for him going over to the UK fighting Billy Joe Saunders, and which was one of the most sloppiest, nastiest fights you ever want to see, boring as hell too. He lost that fan base. So nobody's checking for Willie Monroe. I know Willie Monroe Jr. need to feed his family. He's a second generation fighter or something like that, but you know, nobody want to see him after that performance, but he got to eat. So, you know, happy to see him, you know, try to, you know, get in the mix and get some opportunities. You know, he won that little Boxino tournament, training out his garage and stuff. So, really, you know, he's just an athlete that's boxing, that's getting by on athletic ability. All right? You know, if he had a real boxing background, he might be a world champion. He might, in this era, he might be an undefeated, you know, multi-division and multiple belt holder. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, honestly, you know, this is just a bad fight. And I even think Demetrius Andrade versus Billy Joe Saunders is a sloppy fight as well, too. I say it's sloppy because they styles just don't mesh. Like, you've seen Willie Monroe, and you've seen Billy Joe Saunders. That's how Andrade is going to look versus either or of them. So it's really not desired. It's not going to be a great fight, you know, stylistically wise. You know, it's just a lot of, like, it just look like a two girls fight. That's going to look like Demetrius Andrade ain't the most, you know, technical. I won't say he technical, but he kind of sloppy in his approach. You know what I'm saying? Bolo punching and, like, you know what I'm saying? I like to see him stop squatting down so far, fight tall, stick and move. You know what I'm saying? But Andrade will sit down on his shots, but his taste is for an acquired taste, if that makes sense. It's for acquired consumer. And Willie Monroe he's a good athlete, but there's no punching power behind his shots. And you know what I'm saying? I see why the zone is pretty much in the position that the zone is in. All right, I really do. I see why the zone is the zone, and they are in the position, because when you spend money on fights like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, why? Demetrius Andrade minimum is somewhere around $4 million. So you paying him $4 million, you playing Golovkin $14 million, you playing Triple G Canelo $30-something million for them not to fight each other. To me, that just sounds nuts. Seriously, it just sounds nuts. And that's kind of where boxing going. You know, Al Heyman does it. Top Rank, you know, they have a history of not making the best fights. So you're paying all these dudes top dollar not to consolidate even on your platform. It just makes no sense. So how do we expect Charlo to cross over and fight Andrade when Canelo won't even fight Golovkin, or he won't fight Andrade himself? So like I said before, boxing is it's a very, very funny place, because we talking about cross matchups and cross promotion matchups, but we can't even get the fights that we truly want to get. Keep it real. We can't even get the fights that everybody want to see. You know, like on the DAZN, you know, you want to see Canelo versus Andrade versus Billy Joe versus Canelo, Andrade versus Golovkin versus Canelo again. You want to see Golovkin and Andrade? They can't even make those type of fights. We could talk about Al all day, blue in the face, but only people that's trying to consolidate their talent and have them fight each other is, you know, Top Rank. And that's because they gotta. That's the only reason, is because they gotta do it. Not because they want to do it. It's been plenty times back in the day before a lot of you dudes start watching boxing that, you know, Bob Arum refused to make fights. He wasn't going to force Nonito Donaire to fight Rigondeaux. Nonito Donaire told them to make that fight. And after all Donaire done with Top Rank asked him to do, they released him. He didn't make Juan Manuel Lopez versus Gamboa. He gave it to a 10-12 loss Salido. And Salido whooped his ass twice, so that fight went down the drain. You can go on and on again. If it got something to do with Dominicans and brothers, man, Bob Arum wasn't going to do it unless the other fighter asked for it. He didn't even make Gamboa and Mikey Garcia because Mikey didn't want to take the fight. So, like I said before, where everybody at in boxing outside of Top Rank been there, and they should learn from Top Rank mistakes. But, you know, that fight in particular, bro, like, that's a terrible fight. Willie and Demetrius. I understand they two East Coast dudes and two brothers fight, but this ain't the best fight in the best of two brothers. You know, this is going to be a sloppy fight. I mean, we all know it's a 98% chance Demetrius Andrade win this fight. Like, the 2% chances if he get injured. Willie Monroe Jr., he just ain't got the skill level to hang with him. Andrade taller, longer, faster. He punch harder. He got more experience. He got amateur pedigree. You know, for Demetrius Andrade, he gonna be like, not even a forgotten fighter per se. He gonna be, how good was Demetrius Andrade? Because at the end of the day, you know, he played around with his own career and didn't want to turn around and fight the best. We all know that. You know, he pulling out of fights, doing this, that, and the third. He signed with the wrong promoter. I don't understand how a dude with that amateur background and supposed to be the next, like, Mayweather type superstar fighter. He built his buzz on ESPN Friday Night Fights. Everybody was, even casuals, was asking, you know, who is this dude? And he signed with Banner Star Boxing, whatever the fuck they called them, two companies called, and they destroyed his career. Had he been with like Don King back in the day or something like that, or Bob Arum, they would have knew exactly what to do with that brother. And it's unfortunate because, it's truly unfortunate because he's a good fighter. You know, he's a really, really good fighter. But he ain't gonna, and this not this era where dudes don't want to fight the best. Now, you know, you gotta just, like, you know, it's over with. I think between him and Crawford, I don't think you're gonna see them fight anybody till they 35, 36, you know, years old. And, you know, Willie Monroe was just a joke of a fight. And you in a division where Golovkin, Canelo, Charlo, he tried to fight Charlo, and, you know, people like him who ready to fight the best, they get laughed at. You know what I'm saying? Those dudes get laughed at. So our problem with the best fighting the best is not with the companies, is that the hardcore fans don't demand it. That's the problem. The hardcore fans don't demand it. You got fans telling you why this fighter don't deserve this fight, why this, you know, oh he ain't done enough, oh he the A side, he the B side. You got, instead of saying, you know, let's make the fight happen. If somebody ain't done enough, let's see it. Prove it, but we know how it is. I know people probably gonna ask about the Virgil Ortiz fight. I did not watch it. I done had, what, Thursday, Friday. It's been shitty ass days, man. So, I didn't watch it. So, man, I apologize boy. Man, if Thursday and Friday repeat each other today, man, I'll be very, very upset. But I also heard that the DAZN, you know, they picked up bare knuckle fighting. I mean, talking about digging yourself in a hole. What did Jay-Z say? Dig a hole, dig a hole. Talk about digging yourself in an entire hole. Why would you invest in bare knuckle fight? Now, I could see if they had the Mike Tyson fight coming on there, you know, and he declined the $20 million. Man, that ain't gonna save the DAZN bare knuckle fighting. They just wasting fucking money. The DAZN need to hire a brand ambassador like Steve Stotts or some shit. Really, they need to hire me because I can show them how to use that money in a better way. But, you know, they've got bare knuckle fighting. I have taken no attempts to watch it. I watched some of the underground bare knuckle fighting. It's just too traumatizing, bro. That shit is disgusting, nasty. Now, if they gonna get Paulie fighting McGregor or something, yeah, then if they can get some gimmick fights on there, but I'm good on it, man. So they bringing bare knuckle fighting to the DAZN. So the DAZN is just stupid, man. This is what you happen when you got a whole bunch of white collar people that went to college, got degrees, but still don't kind of have no street smarts, or don't really have what it take to hang Jermaine in this business. You don't have to have a degree to understand what the fans want. You have to be in touch with the fans. You got a whole bunch of 50, 65-year-old men who don't know how to market in boxing, how to promote, what's hot, what's not, and they trying to dictate boxing. It's no different from, you know, these white people in rap trying to tell us what's hot in rap and what's not. You know what I'm saying? Only the true hip-hop heads can tell you what's hot and what's not in the game. But hey, y'all know what it is. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. You know, just keep sharing the video. Check out our Boxing Rumor playlist. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal in the description, all that good stuff there. And don't forget, man, you can check on the channel out, Motor City Sports Talk, right here on YouTube, man. You know, check on the channel out, man. Appreciate that love. Appreciate the support. Even if you don't want to hear what I'm talking about, just hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Other than that, man, one time for the one time, we gone.